I dropped out of college to pursue social media full time. It is the riskiest decision I've ever made, and I don't regret it. Uh, it's crazy because, growing up and stuff like that, obviously my parents had a, different vision for my future and stuff like that. They wanted me to pick a career that was more stable, something more stable, something that was reasonable, things that of that sort. But I've seen a lot of people kind of berate and belittle people with dreams like that. I knew that, obviously like going to school and stuff like that, it's a huge commitment, and you're not always guaranteed to get the job that you go to school for. Meaning, let's say you graduate high school, you go to college to be a, I don't know, not an engineer, but let's say more so like a graphic designer. You go to college for graphic design, you graduate, now you have all of this debt, at least from the US side of things, that you've accrued, and you do not wind up getting a position that you worked so hard to build yourself up to be marketable for. Instead, you're working at a grocery store, you're working at some car department, something that's unrelated to the degree that you got. So at a very early age, I realized that my time is super valuable. My dad told me growing up that money is always available. It is always available. It is always out there to be made. It's always out there to be earned. And he wasn't lying. Like that's a true thing. You can always get your money back. You can go from being broke to being very well off relatively quickly. You can, but what you can't do is you can never get your time back. Your time is something you will never get back. So some background about myself. I was actually very good in school. I had pretty much perfect scores throughout high school and stuff like that. There were some turn of events and stuff that had me going through school a lot faster than most people. But yeah, I realized very quickly that school was not something for me. I'm like, hey, I'm a person that likes to do things very unorthodox. I love talking to people. I love making people laugh. I love entertaining people. And if I could apply that in any way, shape, or form to a platform like social media or something like that, that would be great. That would be great. So I decided to commit to doing YouTube full time in 2019. I had started in 2018, and 2019 I committed to doing that full time outside of my regular job, which is the military and stuff like that, and it did really well. I've been very happy with the results that I've been receiving from that, and I want to tell people and encourage people that are skeptical as to whether or not they can pursue something like being a YouTuber or a Twitch streamer or a TikToker, that anything is possible. You have to put in the time. Think about it. You have to put in the time to get a regular job position by going to school, high school, middle school, and then college, and then obviously picking your major and stuff like that in college, and taking specified courses and whatnot, and then working an internship, and then finally landing the job that you want. And it's not always guaranteed. Just because you go to school and you get the proper schooling for a specific field that you want to be employable in doesn't guarantee that you will make money in that field. It doesn't even guarantee that you'll land a job in that field. So knowing that information, I would much rather, quote unquote, waste my time doing what I want to do and fail at that, and at least know that I tried to make that work for myself, than not even make the attempt and then waste all these years doing something that I had no passion in. I mean, I was forcing myself to find something that I wanted to go to school and do just because other people wanted me to go to school. And you shouldn't be living your life for other people. You should live it for yourself. So I saw one of my favorite YouTubers make a similar video to this, so I'm dropping pretty much an identical video, but from my perspective, just talking about like why dropping out of college was the best decision I've ever made. I was going to college in 2014, and I was going to I was studying kinesiology. I was going to going to college as a kinesiology major. Because I wanted to become a nurse practitioner at the end of it all. Why? Because I wanted to, inform people of diseases and stuff they probably have and how they can treat them. I wanted to help people on that regard, right? But I noticed as I was going through the courses and stuff like that, I wasn't very passionate about of that sort of thing, because I'm a goofball. I am a goofball. You guys have seen it on all my videos. I'm a goofball. I like to joke around. I like to talk shit. I like to tell stories, all these different things. And I noticed that as I went through this, it was eating up a lot of my time. I was always studying. I was always tired. I love to work out. I love to work out. I'm always in the gym, or I'm always at least doing a workout in my house of some sort. I did not have time to myself to work out and do the things I enjoyed while I was in school. So I'm like, you know what? Let me make a commitment to myself. I dropped out of school. I think it was I was like on my second semester. I dropped out of school, and I'm like, hey, I'm going to give myself till I'm 30 to make this work. I'm going to go as hard as I can on social media, whether that be YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, whatever, and try to make a living off of that. And if I can't get any traction by the time I'm in my 30s, then it's time to start from scratch, go to school, do the traditional route, and then keep it pushing from there. Now, you guys know I'm in the military, so obviously I have a stable income coming from that, so it allows me to take bigger risks without having the backlash of failing miserably, right? But I wasn't balling. I didn't have a whole lot of money. I still don't. I don't have a whole lot of money or anything, but I'm like, you know what? I can take the money that I do have and invest in myself, buy some camera equipment, watch a lot of YouTube videos on how to edit and stuff like that. And I wound up doing that. I wound up, I started off with Instagram first. I wound up figuring out the Instagram algorithm, how to grow pages and stuff like that. So I was actually, you know, doing Instagram for a little bit, and then I'm like, I had a meme page, a few meme pages where I would make money off of, like, you know, doing sponsors and things like that, and it was fun. And then I'm like, I wanted to do something that's more personal to me. I want people to know me for me and appreciate me for me. So there was a bet I told you guys, I tell the story all the time, I made with one of my friends that I could hit 100K subscribers in a year, which I did. I did it in less than a year. It's probably like 7-8 months. And from there, I didn't know what to do after that. I'm like, okay, I guess I want to just see where this YouTube journey takes me. And now we're here, 400,000 subscribers deep. And we have like a nice little following on pretty much every platform. I mean, we grew really fast on TikTok, grew really fast on Twitch, pretty fucking fast on Instagram as well. So I'm just here to tell you guys, anything is possible if you put in the work. I spend hours every day trying to come up with new ideas or a new game plan for what I'm going to do. I'm like, okay, I want to make these language learning videos, or I'm going to go ahead and just talk about something, or I'm going to go stream today and do this, or I'm going to go and make these TikTok videos, or I'm going to do this and that. I feel like these are things that you know, we would already be doing in our life in some other regard. We would be spending that exact same time doing homework, or studying for a test, or things of that nature. So instead of doing that, I'm actually going as hard as I can to try to make sure that I can succeed doing what I enjoy. I love what I've built. I love what we've built. We've built a very close-knit community and a lot of people that are very, very fucking supportive, and I really appreciate it. And I want to let people out there know that if you do have a dream, it can come true, but you have to put in the work and know what you want for yourself. So if you are anybody watching this video and you're wondering, should you do something that you're passionate about but is risky and may or may not make money, do it. Just do it, because you can never get your time back, but you can always get your money back. Always. That's pretty much it, guys. This is kind of like a motivational slash eye-opening story about myself. Hopefully kind of gave you some insight on how I function and how I work as a person. But yeah, that's pretty much it. See ya.